Welcome back to Wrestling Renaissance. My name is TJ Leo, your predictions champion.
And I'm Cole2K, your challenger, as it were.
Still challenger.
Still challenger.
But by the end of the episode, maybe champion? Maybe? Guess we will find out. If you've never joined us, right? Indeed, we are here for NXT Halloween Havoc 2025 results. It was this past weekend. And yeah, we're going to go through it. And also, welcome to the new set. We did this on Press Pause as well this week. Brand new set. We've launched the Patreon, so make sure you go to patreon.com/co-op entertainment. We'd love the support. We appreciate you if you do. We appreciate you if you don't, quite honestly. Money's tight for everybody. And if you if you can toss us $1, that's great. If you can toss us $5, that's great. If you can just support the show, that's great. Whatever you can do, we appreciate it.
Subscribing on YouTube is free.
Subscribing on YouTube is definitely free. That's
true. The easiest way that you can support us.
100%. Like, share, and subscribe. Absolutely. For those of you who've never joined the show before every WWE... Wow. Oh, that was. Before every WWE PLE, NXT PLE, sometimes TNA pay-per-view, and AEW pay-per-view, we talk about the build-up to the shows and make our official predictions, and then on subsequent shows like this one, we break down the results, see how we fared in our predictions, and rate each match on the Co-op Entertainment review scale of 1 to 10. And as we mentioned, NXT Halloween Havoc was this past Saturday. And I don't know, maybe we should just do some opening high-level thoughts. What'd you think of the show? What'd you think of how the crowd did? What did you think of the set? All that kind of stuff.
So I think the crowd was into it. The crowd was really into it. They were in Arizona.
Yes.
I don't remember the exact city. Something Valley, Arizona.
Death Valley?
I like the set. Wasn't Death Valley.
No.
I do like the set, how it had the constantly moving backdrop set, where they come out through the entranceway.
Mm-hmm.
They had it on a few sides, I think maybe 2 sides of the ring.
Mm-hmm. There was like lightning and stuff.
Consistently flashed. The LED boards.
That's cool.
But they still needed at least one side of the ring to be able to go out and get the plunder for the 2 non-DQ matches.
Yeah.
The 2 gimmick matches.
Yeah, we'll get into that.
I'm sure we'll talk about.
Yeah.
But yeah, I mean, crowd was into it. I wish they would travel a little bit more.
Mm-hmm.
But it was a, good show. I enjoyed watching it. I enjoyed hearing the crowd. That always adds to it, whether it's them, whether it's WWE, or whether it's AEW. Although sometimes the crowd, if they're too much, it can't take away from it.
Like France.
Australia.
Yeah, France. Yeah, Australia was really, really rough.
Yeah. France, I liked. Australia, especially on the post shows.
Oh yeah,
the post show and the pre-show was not so good.
They were so rude. Couldn't believe it.
Yep.
Yeah, I thought it was a pretty good show. There was some. I'm very interested to see where my max ceilings were on some of these matches, because there's 1 or 2. Don't tell me what they are. I don't want to know. But I'm very curious to see what I end up rating them, because some of them I felt like exceeded my expectations, but I don't remember what my max ceilings were on some of those matches. Okay. So I'm like, did it exceed my expectations? I don't know. But yeah, let's get into each match, and we're gonna start with the match that opened the show, which I did not predict correctly. Was the tag team match between Leon Slater, Javon Evans against Mr. Iguana and La Parca. Let's do our rating.
Oh, man.
I think we're going to be very different on this one.
Not as different as you think.
Okay.
I think I know which way you're headed.
Okay. 3, 2,
all right.
1. Okay. All right. What was her max ceiling? before we get into it?
Mine was a 9. Yours was a 7.
Okay, so it both under-delivered by 2 points.
Yes.
And I think it's pretty obvious why. And one of the things that caused to drop in points was something I didn't even think about, which was it's basically a bunch of faces against each other, which is never really good booking unless there's something on the line. And there wasn't really anything on the line here. It was just, this could have been on NXT, just on a regular TV show.
It could. The time and place. I mean, the time and place for. I mean, even La Parka, that La Parka.
Yeah.
The time and place for them is something like this, just a fun match on a PLE.
Yeah. You know what? Let's actually go through Bleacher Report's stuff, because they actually had several things to point out here, which I kind of find interesting. First of all, they gave it a D+, which is the lowest rating we've seen from Bleacher Report so far.
Yes, it is.
Which I don't know what that would equate to on our, I think like a 4 or a 3. Like it would be pretty low.
Yeah, 4 or 3, yeah.
Yeah. All right, so their notable mentions and observations. Iguana was popular throughout this match, getting the loudest chants. I'd agree with that.
Yeah.
Evans and Slater looked like a tag team through their in-ring chemistry as well as their green and pink matching tights. Completely agree. They could easily pass for an established tag team. Crazy. And super smart of them to dress exactly the same. Booker T talked up his history with La Parka, even though that was a different man under the mask. This Parka has only worn the mask since May 2025. Good old.
So what?
Good old Booker T. I guess kayfabe. It's the same guy.
I mean, no, it's not.
It's not. Okay. Well.
No. I mean, the original La Parka was in WCW in like 95, 96, 97. It's like El Grande Americano, right?
Who is he? He's just a man under the mask.
It's not the same person that it was at the beginning, but it's El Grande Americano.
Yeah.
I mean, and Vic kept referring to the legacy of La Parka.
Absolutely.
So they did acknowledge it, that it's not the same La Parka as it was that Booker T faced.
Before we move on from Booker T, God, he was annoying this show. I'm sorry. I haven't really noticed him the last few times we've watched NXT, but I don't know what it was about this show. God, he was fucking annoying. So annoying. Oh my God. I thought he was improving, but no, he's still annoying.
Yeah, now he's trying to go towards the like the heel type of commentator.
Yeah, we'll get into that in the main event, especially.
Yeah.
Let's see what else they said at Bleacher Report. The crowd went especially wild for Slater jumping clean over the post onto both AAA stars in the far barricade corner. Very much a la Montez Ford. Still a great move, though. And finally, Evans and Slater struggled to deal with La Yeska throughout this entire contest. As they tried to rally, Yeska rose up the apron like he was Keith Lee.
Yes.
Yeah, he did indeed do that. Yeah, so again, I agree with most of what they said there, but I couldn't really get into the match because it was like a bunch of guys that I would be cheering for, it was just kind of like, what's the next cool move they're going to do? Which this match really wasn't about cool moves. It was more like what you would see with like Santino facing a heel, where he would like just play this goofy character, especially with the iguana. By the way, why is La Yeska not a disqualification? He was straight up hitting them with it.
Because.
Just because.
Because, yeah. It's the gimmick, brother.
Should put a rock in there. Dunk. Evil Yeska.
Yeah. Yeah. A loaded Yeska.
I think that was a little weird. Although I guess the Cobra and Mr. Sacco are not disqualifications.
It's true. Yeah.
So I guess it's the same. Um, Now, there is one thing that I significantly disagree with Bleacher Report. Bleacher Report says that NXT took a big risk with betting on La Parka for this spot, meaning the spot in the match. Like it could have been Mr. Iguana and a myriad of other people. But again, according to Bleacher Report, he stood out as the weakest link throughout this contest. He was not as fast as his competition, and his execution was sloppy. I completely disagree with that. I thought he was the standout. Am I the only one who thinks that?
No.
Okay,
I mean,
good.
or he may not necessarily been the standout over Iguana, but he was definitely not a detriment to the match at all.
I thought he was better in the ring than
At all.
Iguana made a couple of botch moves. He'll be on Botchamania for some of
Oh
those
yeah, he
things.
probably will.
Yeah.
That's part of why I brought it down.
Yeah, yeah. He was a little sloppy. I think it was just a problem between. Honestly, you got 3 different companies here. You've got NXT, you've got TNA, and you got AAA. The chances of all 3 of those companies being able to mesh well, it just seems so unlikely because you just get used to the way your company works. You know, AAA is much different than NXT, which is different than TNA. So there was definitely a lot of miscommunication, unfortunately, in some botched spots.
I think it was timing more than anything.
Yeah, 100%. Yeah, just some weird ass timing. It was entertaining. It was a good opener. It really meant nothing in the grand scheme of things, which again kind of brought it down for me. It's
No.
like when you're on a PLE, each match should have some sort of like stakes, something, you know. And this felt like it didn't really have anything. It was just there. And that's not what you want for a PLE match. Yeah, I don't know. That's all I have to really say about it. It was fine.
I mean, I liked it. It was a fun match to watch.
It was fun.
Until the last 3 or 4 minutes.
Mm.
When they started going into their planned, I don't know if they were pre-rehearsed. When they started going into their pre-planned finish stuff. That's
Yeah.
when that's when
The wheels
the
started to
timing
come
kind
off.
of, yeah. But like all the stuff that they kind of ad-libbed and all the stuff they did for the pops throughout the match, the Layeska stuff, basically all the stuff that they kind of ad-libbed. It was fun. It was really fun for me to watch. That
Uh,
it didn't necessarily matter that I was watching 2 teams of baby faces.
I do like Leon Slater a lot more now, though, because this is only the second time I've watched him, and he's so good. He's really good.
He's really good, yeah.
Yeah. All right, I think that's about all I had. Obviously, we didn't go into who won. Javon Evans and Leon Slater won, and it makes sense in hindsight because they're probably going after Dark State, which always not always it kind of baffled me that they had this match instead of going against Dark State because Dark State ruined their match at the last show. So I was like,
Yeah.
why are they going against Mr. Iguana and La Parka and not Dark State?
Yeah, they had a vignette later on in the show saying like, well, what are we gonna do now? Let's
Yeah,
go for the tag titles.
yeah. Like, what do you think you guys are gonna
Or
do? You have unfinished
or
business.
or yeah, we have unfinished business with Dark State.
Yeah, weird,
You know,
weird.
not to spoil anything later in this show.
No. And he did.
But
The other thing that was weird about that vignette, which was a great vignette, by the way, they really mesh well when they talk to each other. Slater said something along the lines of, "I've got some things to take care of first with my X Division Championship, but then I'll be right back to help you out with Dark State." So it's like, oh, okay, so he's going away for a little bit, and then he's gonna come back. So what's Siobhan gonna do in the meantime? It's a little weird. It's a little strange.
it is.
It's like they hadn't worked out all of this in advance, you know.
Or maybe I mean there's nothing announced for Javon Evans for tonight for NXT,
Hmm.
but maybe he'll get into something tonight that will tie him up until Slater comes back.
Yeah. Okay, let's do predictions. How do we do?
Oh, and my new setup here.
That's okay. Pardon the dust, folks. We're still getting used to the new studio, as it were, and the new set. There's some hinks and some bugs to work out.
All right, you had kind of mentioned earlier that you had gotten the prediction wrong. You thought like Yeska, Iguana, and Parker were going to win, but I had it.
Oof. I don't know
I
what I
had
was
Team
thinking.
NXT TNA winning the match and big. So
what was I thinking? Why did I say that they were going to win? What was my reasoning?
because you thought that AAA would win one of the matches.
That's right. Oh yeah, and I thought that Leon Slater and Siobhan Evans were going to have some miscommunication and fight, and that really didn't happen either. So I was quadruply wrong. All right, what about the bonus question? How'd we fare in that?
So the bonus question, part of Iguana's gimmick is the biting of, someone jumps in, tries to attack him, but Lajeska catches him and bites him and fights him.
Yeah.
The question was, who was it going to be?
Yeah.
You didn't think that was going to happen.
No.
And I picked the wrong one.
Oh.
I picked Siobhan Evans. It was Leon Slater. Got it.
That surprised me when I saw that. I was like, huh, the TNA guy. Interesting. Okay. Well,
although they were, Lajeska was physical with both of them many times.
Oh yeah, definitely. Very physical. You got his he like used him to slap him several times and like chop him and stuff. He chopped Leon Slater in the nuts with Lajeska at one point, which I was like, why is there no DQ happening? What is going on?
Yeah, you had Leon giving him chops, giving Iguana chops. Iguana stopped him. Javon came in and he told both of them to chop him, but instead he whacked them both with Lajeska.
Yeah,
it was good stuff.
it was silly entertainment for sure.
It was silly fun entertainment.
Before we get into the next match, I wanted to bring up an observation that I had during this show, and I don't know if you noticed it, but previously, commentary has called TNA a company, but all night long at Halloween Havoc, Vic Joseph was referring to TNA as a brand. Don't know if you caught that, but is this leading more credence to TNA getting purchased? Or do you think it was just a terminology change? Or was it just a slip where he was like calling it a brand instead of a company? But I thought that was very interesting because every single time he would say it, I was like, huh, he doesn't normally do that. It's a brand now? TNA is a brand now? Okay.
I didn't notice that.
Yeah, nobody did. And I was like, am I imagining this? What is happening? Yeah, so something to note. We'll see when you guys watch NXT tonight. See if he refers to TNA as a brand or a company. I'm very curious to see if brand sticks or if that was just a mistake. Okay. Let's get on to the next match. Am I too loud? You guys are talking about how I'm loud.
No.
No, I'm good. Okay. I also don't have to lean into the mic anymore, which is nice. Some sort of change in the studio setup. So next match was the North American Championship. Ethan Page defending against, remind me what his name is, Dr. Hagner Jr.?
Hagner. Wow,
yep.
Listen to you. El Hijo de Dr. Wagner Jr.
Dr. Wagner Jr.
No. El Hijo de Dr. Wagner.
Dr. Wagner. Okay, gotcha. In a Day of the Dead
Wagner
match.
Jr. is for short.
Gotcha. Yeah,
El Hijo is the son of So he's the son of Dr. Wagner is what his name translates to.
Gotcha.
So I just call him Dr. Wagner Jr.
Where's that PhD? I gotta see it. All right.
Yes.
Let's do the rating here. Yeah. So here's the thing. I have a question. So we're using the Co-op Entertainment Review scale, right?
Yes.
Is it a across the board scale? Like, are we comparing NXT the same way we rate WWE PLEs and AEW PLEs, or are we rating it on an NXT scale? Because that's going to change my score dramatically. We need to make a decision on that moving forward. Because LFG, we were like, let's switch it to LFG scale, you know?
I rate this across the board.
Across the board. Okay.
I do, yeah.
Okay. Then I know what my score is. All right. You're still thinking?
I am.
Okay. It was between two for me, depending on what the decision was on that.
Okay.
3, 2, 1. Okay, we agree. Nice. I like how my head has to peek around so I can see what yours is. Like, what?
Yeah, I wait a couple seconds.
Just so you can see mine.
So I see yours first. Yeah, so I can see yours before I put mine up.
That's funny. All right, let's go to the Bleacher Report. Bleacher Report gave it an A, which would be a 9 on our scale.
Yeah.
9 was what I was potentially going to go with as well.
Too.
Yeah, I was like, on the NXT scale, I'd give us a 9. On WWE, fully, on our full scale, it's an 8. That's kind of where I'm at. But let's look at the notable moments and observations here from Bleacher Report. First off, Vic Joseph noted that Paige has held his championship for nearly 150 days. Booker T incorrectly corrected Joseph to say it was 6 months. Yeah, 150 days is not half a year book.
I mean, it's 5 months.
It is. It is 5 months.
It's close to 6 months.
It's true. Booker T and math don't go together. Just like Scott Steiner and math.
What are you talking about, Scott Steiner and math? Scott Steiner has great math.
He has entertaining math.
Yes.
Apparently, Day of the Dead matches include darker mood lighting. It occasionally obscured the action and was always distracting. It was...
I didn't have too much trouble.
Yeah, it wasn't as egregious as like the Fiend matches. Those were terrible. Where they did.
I mean, it might have been a little bit more difficult in the arena.
Yeah.
But for me viewing it at home, I didn't. Well, actually, on this one, I watched this one on my phone.
Oh.
On small screen on my phone, so I still really didn't have much of a problem.
That's good. Yeah, I didn't really have much issue either. It was fine. I don't think it needed to be that way. It kind of reminded me of like the Blacklight match, or the Pitch Black match with the Fiend.
Yeah,
where everything was glowing. But I was like, this was a little better though. Paige came out in half face paint, and the other half of paint got bloodied during the contest, which made for a cool visual. Yep. Unsurprisingly, this match went 5 minutes without tables, thus requiring a "We Want Tables" chant. Yeah, I'm really tired of the crowd doing the "We Want Tables."
Yeah.
Like, shut up.
Well, you had one match. I think probably in the last AEW pay-per-view, that right after it started, "We Want Tables."
Yeah, like tables aren't that good, people. Like, why? What's the obsession with tables? Yeah. They're fine, but like, chill.
Yeah,
I'd prefer a good kendo stick myself. I think those are a little bit more interesting to watch than someone going through a table. But
I like belts. Belts are loud.
Oh, those are brutal. Yeah,
they're loud and they leave marks quickly.
Yeah, they look painful.
Yeah.
Wagner started to pull the table out, but Paige stopped him to booze, then threw the luchador throat first into one of the standing table legs. Yeah, that was nasty. That was a nasty
that was brutal.
Move. Oof. Yeah. Something similar happened in the other match, which we'll get to. The luchador nearly won after a coast-to-coast, but Paige fought back and hit an Ego's Edge on a trash can for a near fall. That looked nasty, too.
Mm-hmm.
That Ego's edge on the trash can. Like it just like normally those trash cans kind of like crumple and then like pew, like they kind of shoot out. But he landed perfectly on that trash can and it just went crunk,
Yeah.
and he just stuck there like a Velcro. It was nasty. And then this last point is after the match, so I will talk about that after. But yeah, this match was way better than it had any right to be.
It was a lot better than I thought it was going to be.
Yeah.
I think it definitely had the benefit of being the first gimmick match.
Yeah, if this had went second, it would have had issues.
Yeah, I think I probably would have rated a little bit lower if it was after the tag match.
Agreed. Which we'll get into.
But yeah, I thought it was brutal. I did like the story with the mask, with him like ripping the mask in half.
That was awesome.
I thought that was kind of cool. You don't really see that.
No, and just the reaction you get from the crowd, and the reaction that Dr. Wagner gave, it was like, "You son of a bitch."
Yeah.
It was so good. Great reaction. Yeah,
I liked it.
Yeah, great match.
Where I see Ethan go after this, I don't know. We'll get some challenger. Hopefully, I don't know. See how much longer he stays down in NXT. I don't know if they have plans for him to go up to Raw and SmackDown, but
I feel like if anybody could skip winning the NXT championship, it's probably him.
He has won it already.
Oh.
Yeah, he won it shortly after he debuted. It might have even been his first match.
Wow, so they're really, really high on him. Okay.
Yeah.
Interesting. My only concern for him is he's a little small. And in the land of the main roster, there's still a significant amount of giants there that
Ethan's good sized.
Yeah.
Now your current NXT champion, he's definitely small.
Yes, he's tiny.
Compared to those on the Raw and SmackDown.
Yeah, he's gonna have problems on the main roster, Ricky. But we'll talk about him later.
Yep.
I can't say
this one.
Yeah, it's great. It was so good. Yeah. It was entertaining from finish or start to finish. There wasn't really any downfall in this. I think really the only thing that kept it from being a 9 or a 10 is that it seemed so obvious that Ethan Page was going to keep it. And the gimmickness of the match was also a little like, it could have just been a no DQ match, but it was themed for the PLE. So I don't think it will ever go down in history as like, hey, remember this match? It's got a little stigma to it because of that. But the actual match itself is great if you kind of look past the gimmick of it.
See, it's funny you say that and feel that way about this match, because this was also kind of, well, no, never mind. Ethan's a heel. So I was gonna say it was, two baby faces, but it's definitely not. Ethan's a heel.
The crowd was a little split though. They liked both competitors.
Yeah. Well, I mean, Ethan's Canadian. That's definitely a heel.
Is that my role here?
Yes, you're the heel on the baby face. Yeah.
Okay. What was our max ceiling on this one? I can't remember if I asked
that. This one, I had 8. You had 7.
Oh yeah. Yeah.
Yeah.
Definitely exceeded expectations. All right. Predictions.
Oh shoot! If mine was an 8. Oh, that's never mind. That's what I rated it.
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah. All right. Predictions. Like you said, we both kind of thought it was kind of foregone that Ethan was going to win. I had 4, you had 6 on it.
Okay, I still have some ground to make up.
That was your most confident.
Yeah. Bonus question.
Oh, let me actually see something real quick. Oh, no. Because you didn't, when you sent them to me, that wasn't on there. Bonus.
Mm-hmm.
It was the Day of the Dead, so we figured there were going to be some weapons.
Yep.
Over under 2.5 weapons used.
I think I said over.
That's what I wrote down.
Yeah.
Where's my list?
Oh God, there was a list.
Got my list right here. I made a list. Well, hey, if it's 2.5, I got to make sure I have
Yeah,
accurate notes.
it's true.
So there was a chair.
Okay.
There was a trash can with lid. I count those as one.
Yep.
A skeleton leg.
Yeah.
The table.
Yep.
And powder.
Yeah. There was no kendo stick.
There was no kendo stick.
Interesting. That's a lot. 5 is a lot less than I was anticipating. I was thinking like 7 or 8. Because we were talking about like pumpkins and stuff like that.
Yeah, we were talking about pumpkins. Maybe I should get a bonus point because I didn't think there would be a pumpkin. You thought there would.
I'm shocked that there was no pumpkin. Like I could have just seen someone getting like it on their head and walking around looking like a jack-o'-lantern, you know. Just seemed like such an obvious plant for that match.
Yes. So we both did pick the over.
Okay. All right. After the match in Ava's office, Miles Bourne and Tavion Heights were arguing over who would fight Josh Briggs next, and Ava decided that they would fight each other instead. I'm assuming the winner of which gets Josh Briggs, I guess. And that will be on NXT tonight as of this recording.
Yes, because Josh Briggs is a prize, apparently.
Apparently, yeah. Everyone wants to beat him up.
Baron Corbin 2.0.
Baron Corbin 2.0. Yep, he still is. All right, let's move on to the next match, which was the North American Women's Championship. Zarya defending on behalf of the injured Sol Ruca against Blake Monroe. Let's do our rating. God, this was the one that I wish I knew my max ceiling on, but I don't want to know. It would skew the results.
Okay.
So I'm going to think about this.
See, that's kind of not fair because I see what mine is, and
you shouldn't be looking.
I know what I think.
Okay. I just gotta rate it without thinking.
Yep.
Go with my gut.
I'm good.
I'm not.
So it's not your gut then.
I'm
Your
between.
gut would have already told.
I'm between two. I know what my gut's telling me, but that seems wrong for some reason. But
I know.
I'm gonna go with it though. Go with my gut. It's never steered me wrong. Go with my gut. 3, 2, 1. Oh, interesting. Interesting. Okay. Let's see what Bleacher Report gave it. A B, which is about 7, 8-ish. 7, 8-ish. Let's look at Bleacher Report's notable mentions and observations here. Backstage earlier in the night with Tatum Paxley, Izzy Dame mocked Zarya and Sol. Jordan Grace and Kalani Jordan talked in the Knockouts Champions locker room. The Knockouts Champions locker room. You could have just said Kalani Jordan's locker room.
Good enough.
Grace wanted a shot at the title and slapped the champ. I don't know if it was at the show, but we have a Jordan Grace Kalani Jordan TNA Championship match tonight at NXT.
Yes, we do.
Blake Monroe attacked Zarya immediately at the bell, going right at the left elbow, which was a target all match. Sol helped Ruka. No. Sol helped Zarya reset the shoulder outside by pushing her into the apron, which everybody very quickly went away, thought that she was turning. But then
Yes.
it wasn't. She was helping her reset the shoulder, which was a great spot. Monroe pulled out the hairpin that helped her beat Zarya the first time, but Zarya caught her with a spear for a near fall instead. Booker T repeatedly stated that Monroe won in record time. Vic tried to correct him, but gave up quickly. Because Booker T is an ass.
Yeah, Booker T.
Yeah, he was super annoying. Which, if he's trying to be a heel, then I guess. But when Michael Cole went heel, it didn't work out too well. So I don't know if he should be doing that. But I need to know my max ceilings on this because I thought this match was better than I thought it was going to be.
Okay.
Reveal. I need to know.
You had 6.
Okay, so it was better than I thought. Okay, good.
Yes.
Good. Yeah. I was kind of anticipating just a quick. I don't even know. Just sort of a not a match, but like an event, if that makes any sense. Just a series of spots. But it was kind of more than that, and I kind of enjoyed it. I liked the interplay between Sol Ruka at ringside and Zarya. I liked the interplay between Sol Ruka and Blake. I enjoyed it. I thought it was good for what it was.
I thought Zarya was going to be better.
Really? Wow, I thought she was really good. Huh.
I think she overacted, especially after getting her shoulder popped back in.
Okay.
I think she didn't. I think she just overacted the whole time.
Interesting.
Yeah, I think that was like my biggest issue with it. It was just kind of her overacting.
Interesting. I thought she did okay. Interesting.
So mine was a 7. You know what? I'll bump mine up to a 6. It was above average.
Yeah.
It was above average.
Yeah. I liked it.
I do like how Soul was a part of the match still.
Mm-hmm.
Being ringside and helping and eventually getting taken out by Blake. Of course, leads me to think that she's really not injured.
Do you still think that?
Yeah, I think it's leaning towards that. I mean, if she truly was injured and not sure about how long she was going to be out, I don't think they would have had Blake take her out the way she did.
So
I think.
What do you think she's waiting for to turn on Zarya? From a kayfabe standpoint,
maybe,
like what's the reason she didn't just snap on Zarya for losing her title? Or what's the reason that she didn't want to face Blake? She's scared of Blake?
Could be scared of Blake, yeah. But
it's tough, right? It's weird. It's
weird.
Or
I think maybe she was just as a way to turn her heel. Yeah, I mean, I think it's the kayfabe injury. I think they'll play it off as that she was injured, but she'll turn on Zarya because Zarya lost her title. That you promised me you were going to win, or you said not to worry.
So you think they're just going to drag it out a little bit?
Yeah, I think they'll drag it out a little bit.
Maybe she really is injured, but it's not as severe an injury as they thought it was going to be. So maybe it's just like a knee sprain or something like that. So it's just going to keep her off or keep her out of the ring for like 2 or 3 weeks. And that's why they've gone this route. Maybe.
Could be.
Yeah. It's tough to know anymore with the way WWE does things, which I'm okay with.
But with the way that they done injuries and not having matches that were originally scheduled, why wouldn't they do it this time?
True.
And I know the one, the big one is, Naomi having to give up the title because she was pregnant,
Mhm.
but Stephanie was supposed to have the match in Paris or wherever it was, but they held off on having that title match for another month, right?
Yeah.
So
Yeah, there's lots of possibilities here. It is quite interesting. Are they booked for tonight for
um,
anything?
only thing announced matches and appearances is only Kalani Jordan, which we talked about. Tavion Heights versus Malborn that we talked about. Kendall Gray and Lash Legend for the WWE Evolve Women's Championship.
Wait, what?
And then Kendall Gray versus Lash Legend for the WWE Evolve Women's Championship.
There's
And
I didn't even know there was Evolve Championships.
yeah, they have an Evolve Championship.
There's like 10 people on that show. Why do they need titles?
I
That's
Apparently there's
strange.
11 now
And
because
now, and now they're defending it on NXT. Jesus.
and now they're defending it on NXT. Yeah. And Jasper Troy versus Axiom for the Speed Championship #1 contenders match.
That's a lot of titles being defended on one show.
Yeah,
Interesting.
that aren't for that show.
For that aren't for the show.
Just like AEW.
Yeah, what the hell's going on? That's weird.
Yeah.
Okay, well, I think Monroe will keep the title for probably a while. I think she's gonna go on a run with the North American Championship. Who she faces next, I don't really know. Maybe Lola Vice again. I don't know.
What do you think for Saul?
Yeah, I think it makes total sense. If it depends, right? If it is a heel turn in disguise, that would be a little surprising to me because Soul is such a good face. I don't know if you would want to turn her heel. Like I don't know if it would work. I think we've talked about this before, but it's like when you get somebody that does crazy moves and they're a great wrestler and they do high flying craziness, the crowd usually doesn't want to boo them.
Right.
I'm wondering if they're leading everybody into a false sense of her turning into heel, but it's actually Zarya who's going to turn heel. Like maybe she's going to feel unappreciated for defending her title. And Soul's maybe going to be a little bit like annoyed and Zarya's going to like get a little more annoyed that she's not appreciated and just snaps on Soul. And it's just going to be one of those things that is backwards,
Yeah, I mean that would be kind of backwards though, because normally you would see that the person that snaps and turns would end up being the babyface. Like,
Yeah.
like I know
Which
it's
is
old, but Virgil with the $1 Million Man, like
yeah. Well,
Diesel and Shawn Michaels.
HBK turned on Marty Jannetty and he was the heel though.
True.
I think it just depends on the context of the scenario in which they do the turn. If Soul is like berating Zarya for doing something and Zarya turns, the crowd's got to cheer for her, right? But if Zarya is apologizing, maybe it just depends on the scenario. It depends on the context. I don't know.
And I know we've talked about with some people that we kind of want to see them how they would be a heel before they go up to Raw and SmackDown.
Soul Ruka, I don't
As well as
know.
babyface.
I don't know if Soul Ruka needs to do that though, because she's so good as a face. I don't know if there's any need for that. I do think she needs to be champion though.
I don't know.
She's in a tough spot, honestly. Blake needs to
Because she
stay
could
in
go.
NXT for a while, but
Yeah. Because I feel like Soul could go, and she's as close as anybody down there right now.
I will say the main rosters do need more women for the mid card titles, especially on SmackDown. Good God. Like, so maybe do that to build them up.
Yeah.
Put Soul in the mid card on SmackDown or something.
And after that tag match that her and Zarya had against Charlotte and Alexa, I think Soul could definitely use some reps with the Raw and SmackDown talent.
Yeah, I agree.
Rather than just the NXT people.
I agree.
Because she's in the top, 4 or 5 in that division down there.
True.
And there's more people like her up on the Raw and SmackDown roster.
That can kind of similar to what you were saying on LFG with Xena, where she just needs better competition.
Yeah.
To elevate her. I agree. All right, let's predictions. How do we do?
Oh, go back there.
Pardon the dust.
Oh, we both thought with the stipulation of Zarya defending on behalf of, and just that it was kind of time for Blake to get a title. I put 3 and got it. You put 4 and got it.
I'm making up a little bit of ground, but not enough. I need to make up something bigger. All right, secret question, bonus question.
You kind of mentioned in your reading of Bleacher Report that this was kind of, and I kind of thought this would be kind of a shorter match, possibly the shortest one on the card. I set the over under at 8 minutes. Would it be over 8 minutes or under 8 minutes? According to Handy Dandy Cage Match, 11 minutes and 4 seconds.
Oh, wow. Okay. Woo!
I had the under, you had the over.
Whew. Okay. Little bit more ground made up there. A little bit more. I need more though.
And it still was the shortest match. 16 by 5 minutes.
Wow. I thought it was a good length for
Shortest
what it.
match was 16 minutes. Yeah.
Yeah, I don't think it needed to be any longer than that. I think it was a good length.
Yep.
All right, next match was the women's NXT Championship. JC Jane defending against Tatum Paxley. Let's do our rating.
And you see, Sim, in the chat, I have not once referred to Raw and SmackDown
It's the main roster.
as a main roster.
that's
Done that on purpose.
That's my bad. I keep doing that.
I say the Raw and SmackDown roster.
That is something I should do too. That does make sense. They are basically 3 brands at this point.
Yeah.
I don't know what to rate this one. This one's tough for me. I have a feeling I'm going to rate this a lot different than you.
Now you got me questioning mine.
Yeah, go with the gut. Just go with the gut, Trev. That's all you got. That's all you gotta do. Just go with your gut. Right. I think we're gonna be very different though. 3, 2, 1. Okay, not very different, but different. I think all of ours have been 2 points off. I feel like, except for the first match. I think.
Oh, don't need that up anymore. Don't need that up anymore. Don't need that.
All right. Bleacher Report gave it an A+, which is basically a 10 on our scale, which is, I think, a little higher than it deserves, but
I mean,
a lot higher than I think it deserves. But.
So you asked me earlier, are we rating this as far as NXT just by itself, being developmental versus across the board? Sounds like they're kind of rating it
NXT.
as developmental.
Yeah, I would agree. Yeah. Although they're generally, their scores are generally a lot higher than ours, especially in AEW. All right, let's look at their moments and observations here. Any attempts to support JC Jane were overwhelmed by chants in support of Tatum Paxley. Yep, the crowd was solemnly on. Is that a word? Solemnly on Tatum Paxley's side. I don't know if it's the right word, but I used it.
I don't think it's the right word, but solemnly is definitely a
I don't
word.
think it's the right word either. Solely on Tatum Paxley. That's the word I was looking for.
Solely.
Paxley came in with a taped up left shoulder, and she worked the whole match trying to avoid using that arm. Great psychology. Absolutely. Jane trapped Paxley in the apron sleeve. Paxley slipped away, but got again by the champion. God, their English is terrible. Paxley slipped away, but got again by the champion. Okay. Who catapulted her jaw into the metal frame of the ring. Yeah, that looked nasty. The swing up catapult into the steel beam. Ooh, that looked bad. Early on, the culling was useless in protecting Paxley from the attacks on Fatal Influence. Yep. Got some theories there. Spears made the crucial save when he got Paxley's leg on the rope after an avalanche neckbreaker, which was hilarious. Though he did it so smoothly, I almost didn't see it. It was like whoop, and he was just like, it was so perfect. He did that perfectly. But this started a brawl between the culling and Fatal Influence, and the official threw everybody out. Although it looked like he was going to throw the culling out only, and then he was like, "No, you're also out of here."
Yeah,
that was good.
He did the Hulk Hogan point.
Yep.
You.
Ooh.
No, but he didn't do the whole.
I know. The crowd was like totally mystified by that. They're like, "What happened to the out of here?"
Yeah. I guess you can't do that and the U point.
Yeah, it's just too much. Yeah. Paxley nearly took it all with a rolling encore, followed by a 450 splash. But JC Jane kicked out, and the ref got a "You suck" chant, which is hilarious after kicking everybody out and getting a "Thank you, ref" chant. So yeah, this match was really good. I think my score is lower because I have a little bit of a disconnect here because I haven't been watching long enough to know a whole lot about Tatum Paxley. She kind of, for me, as somebody who just started watching recently, Tatum Paxley kind of just came out of nowhere. So for her to beat JC Jane, I was like, oh, okay, I must be missing something. And I must be missing a good chunk of the lore and the history between them. Because when she won, I was like, oh, good for her. But okay, I thought JC Jane would end up losing to someone a bit more, I don't know, notable. Not to say anything bad about Tatum Paxley, but she kind of, I don't know. I guess I just don't know her well enough to be super excited for the win. But the crowd sure loved it.
Yeah, so she's been down in NXT for a long time, for 4 years. Anybody that she's been mostly in a group or in a tag.
Mm-hmm.
She tagged with Ivy Nile for a while. Ivy Nile went up to the Raw roster, right?
Yeah.
She tagged with was it that next one? The last time that we had seen her before being with the Culling was with Gigi Dolan and Shotzi.
Oh, geez.
She was with them for several months, and they both got released.
Yeah, they're gone. Yeah. She's a survivor.
She's a survivor, and she's been there for years. Watching this match, she pulled out moves that I didn't know she could do, like the 450. A couple other things. I was impressed with what she did. And a lot of the story going into it was, and Lyra, she had a little thing with Lyra.
Yeah.
And Lyra went up to Raw.
She's been left behind.
So basically, So everybody that she's been in programs with or been a team with, they've all gone. So that was kind of the story. Everybody's left you. Everybody's gone. You don't have any friends anymore. So she's been taken in by the culling, which is weird that everybody was cheering for her, but the culling are heels.
Mm-hmm.
They're not a babyface group.
And the calling seemed a little fake cheery when she won too.
When Tatum won the Battle Royal to win the title match, Izzy looked a little bit disgusted at first. They're just playing it off that, because Izzy didn't win. I'm sure there will be some kind of turning going on, but um, yeah, I think that's pretty much the story of why Tatum to beat JC finally.
Well, that makes sense, I guess. So
Um,
I have a couple of questions again because I don't know enough about Tatum so you might have
right.
to educate me a little bit here. Do you think that this win propels her into like the next level of legitimacy? Or do you think this is like, hey, we thank you for all your years of working hard. Here's the title. You're not going to keep it for very long, but here it is. We appreciate you. And then we're going to take it off of you, and you're going to go back down the card. Which way do you think she's going to go, or is she like a legit main eventer now?
I think this could be like what I felt like it was for JC, kind of like here's
A
your
test
chance with the
bench.
title. Yeah, a test. How are you going to do with it? Are you going to be able to keep up on the mic with people that you haven't gone up against with yet? Can you match up against Lola Vice? Can you match up against Lash Legend, a Kalani Jordan, a Sol Ruka if she comes for the NXT Championship?
Mm,
Um,
okay.
I think that's kind of a sink or swim test. You've been here 4 years. Let's see how you do with the ball.
And I think it's obvious that her first challenger is going to be Izzy. That was weird at the end of the match when she got in the ring with the title belt and then accidentally clobbered JC instead of uh, instead of
Yeah.
Tatum,
After, yeah,
or so it
yeah. After
looked.
everybody had, yeah, after everybody had been um, ejected already.
Yeah, where'd she come from? Yeah.
Yeah, she
Uh,
came from the other side of the aisle.
yeah, she did. Yeah, she did not
Came
come
from the
through
crowd.
yeah, she did not come through the entranceway. So similarly, what do you think JC does from here? Do you think she's going up to Raw or SmackDown, or do you think she's gonna take some time off, or do you think she remains
See,
in
I don't
NXT? Because I think she proved herself.
see. I think she proved herself, but can she go up without the other two?
Mm, mm,
And one of which just got into the faction, which was Lainey Reed.
right.
She's only been in there within the last month.
So
Fallon
so
Henley has been in there since the beginning. I don't think the whole faction would go,
no, I don't think so either.
but I don't see how Janie or JC
JC
Jane,
Jane,
yeah,
JC
JC Jane.
Janie.
Um, I think,
She kind of needs. She's that type of heel where she needs some cronies.
right. Now, could
Yeah.
she get some cronies up on Raw or SmackDown? Maybe. But do we really
Mm.
need, I mean, do we need another women's, I mean, a
I
tag
have an
team on the,
I have an idea. Fire
what's that?
Rodriguez and put JC in Judgment Day with Roxanne.
Oh,
Because
wow.
screw Raquel. I still don't understand the appeal of Raquel at all. I don't get it.
She's
Yeah,
Big Mommy Cool.
yeah, yeah. I don't know where JC goes from here. We'll have to see. She's not scheduled for anything on NXT tonight.
No,
All right.
no,
Well,
she's not.
we'll see where it goes. All right. Let's do predictions. How do we fare? How do we fare? So I'm starting to get a little nervous.
Why? Because you know what's coming?
No, because I'm starting to feel like I'm not gonna make a comeback at this point.
Okay. So with this one, I don't know if it was just the theme. I don't know if it was the story going into it that the crowd was getting behind Tatum going into it, but I had Tatum winning,
Ooh.
and you didn't.
Only 1 point though. Only 1 point. Okay. Still in the game. No idea what the bonus
But
was. Oh, I know what the bonus was, and I definitely lost. Shit.
oh,
Shit.
TJ,
Yeah.
what was the bonus?
Was Fatal Influence gonna get kicked out again?
I said yes,
God
and you
damn it.
said no.
Oh, I'm in trouble. I think I'm gonna put this belt back on because I don't think it's gonna be on my shoulder too much longer at this rate. I'm a little scared now. All right. Backstage, Lash Legend got in Ren Sinclair and Kendall Gray's faces. Gray agreed to face Legend on NXT for the Evolve Championship. That's where that came from. All right. Next up. Well, next up was the Broken Rules match. The Hardys defending the NXT Championship against Dark State. So let's do our rating. Yeah, this is a tough one.
I'm stuck between two.
Yeah, me too.
Let's see. I gotta see one thing. Wait, the Javon, Leon, and Iguana Parka match, you gave a 5, correct?
Yeah.
Okay, I have ours mixed up. Okay. All right.
I have no clue what you're going to rate this one. No clue.
All right.
All right. 3, 2, 1. Ah! The same. Interesting. Okay. Bleacher Report gave it a B minus, which is a little higher than us. That's about a
7 to
7.
8.
Yeah, it's about 7.
You said B minus or B plus?
B minus. So it's about 6.5, 7,
Okay.
something like that. So similar. So notable mentions and observations here. Jeff and Matt came out to their broken theme to fully emphasize that they are not the same Hardy Boys that won the gold a few weeks back. And by the way, this was not a Hardy compound match. This was actually in the arena. Vic Joseph had to.
I will ask you about that in just a few minutes.
Okay. Vic Joseph had to repeatedly explain this unique look at the Hardy Boys as the broken gimmick is a TNA gimmick over in WWE. Yeah. And it was also really annoying that they couldn't seem to make up their mind on what to call it. Sometimes they were woken, sometimes they were broken, and the entrance was woken, even though this is a broken rules match. I was like, what is happening? You guys know what you're doing?
Well, in TNA, it was broken.
Yeah.
When Matt did the gimmick in WWE, it was woken.
Yeah. So it's like, why? So I guess it felt like an identity crisis.
Yes.
Like they couldn't pick one. Jeff and Matt took out Cutler and Sugars with a swanton bomb and diving leg drop through ringside tables. The swanton bomb looked gnarly. In particular.
Yes.
Lennox and Griffin hit Jeff and Matt with a 3D for a near fall in honor of the now retired Dudley Boys. Nice little spot there. Lennox flew over the barricade onto Matt, followed by Griffin spearing Jeff through the barricade. Also a nice little spot, double spot. Jeff went for a swanton bomb off a high ladder, but Griffin ducked out and let him fall through 2 tables at ringside, which looked
That look absolutely rough.
How is he not dead, man? How does Jeff
I
walk?
have no idea.
How is his back not just bone fragments anymore? Like it's crazy.
He's got to have a good chiropractor on call.
Yes, he does. I think it's called the floor.
Yeah.
He's like, oh, my back hurts. I'll just jump off a ladder. It'll be fine. And let's see, what's this one? Nothing else there. Yeah, so I'll tell you why I gave it a 6. Because I had there's some good stuff in this match and there's some bad stuff in this match. What do you want first? Good or the bad?
The good.
The good. So the good stuff. There was some great action. It definitely felt like the entire purpose of this match was to make Dark State look good, because they just did some crazy crushing the Hardys moves on a constant basis. They all kind of had like a spotlight on them individually at various times. So in that scenario, I think they really succeeded. However, this was maybe the dumbest booked match I've seen in a long time. A 4-on-2 handicap match for titles?
Yeah.
What the hell? Why? That
was my biggest problem with it. It was
yeah,
4-on-2.
It was like, why? Like, why? There's no reason that this should have been a 4-on-2. Yeah, it's an ODQ match. So it's like, okay, so it doesn't matter if it's a 2-on-2 because the other two guys could just come in anyway, I guess was the idea. But it's like, if you were going to do this, why didn't the Hardys bring in backup?
Perfect backup would have been the Dudleys.
Yeah.
Yeah, sure, they're retired, but no reason they still can't get.
They could have came in for a spot or two. Yeah.
Yeah.
I was baffled the whole time. I'm like, why is this a 4-on-2? This doesn't make any sense. So the fact that Dark State,
and it's not like they had, and it's not like they had two that were the designated participants, and then the other two were just interfering the whole time. It was literally a 4-on-2 match.
And you know what's really, really telling is that even the commentators thought this was going to be a 2-on-2, because at the very beginning of the match, the Hardys are in the ring, Dark State surrounds it, and commentators are going, "Oh, which two is it going to be?"
Yeah.
And then it just turns into a 4-on-2, and I'm like, huh? Yeah, baffling booking. I do not understand. So the whole idea of the match building up Dark State and doing all this great cell work and all this great stuff to make Dark State look good, only for them to win, but it's because there was 4 of them. It's like, yay, you guys won the tag titles because it was a handicap match. Like, that doesn't make them look strong. It makes them look weak. So I was like, I just the whole idea is just baffling to me. I just don't understand.
No.
That being said, there was a lot of entertainment value in it, and the fact that the Hardys can still do what they do is kind of mind blowing to me.
It is.
Just
how old are they?
Yeah, you would think by now that they would be just like cripples with the crazy stuff they've done.
So Jeff's 48.
Wow, that's actually still pretty young. I'm not gonna lie, that's still.
And Matt's 51.
Wow. I did notice that some of the moves they do have changed though. So like the move where Matt gets on all fours and Jeff runs up. He used to do it and like kind of do like a flying leg drop kind of thing, but now he just does like a punch. He's like, no, I don't want to fall anymore. I'm good. And like Matt Hardy used to do the and then the leg drop, and now he does kind of just like an elbow or an elbow drop, or he's like I'm not landing on my butt anymore. Screw that.
Yeah.
But that being said, they
although he did do it off the ladder.
I was gonna say that being said, he did it off the ladder. So they're crazy. They're crazy. I think there's members of Dark State that have potential. Cutler's definitely not one of them. I still hate Cutler. He has no charisma. No charisma.
No, he doesn't.
Nothing. Those
Sugar's
eyes are
the
dead.
Sugar Man.
Sugar's got charisma. I think Sugars and Dion are the highlights.
Yeah.
Osiris isn't too bad, but Cutler's just like, why are you in this group? Go away.
I think Dion could survive on his own.
Yes, 100%.
Sugars is like the insane, like the Scott Steiner of a team. Like I don't see him surviving on himself, or surviving by himself as much as Dion.
Yeah, oh no,
I
I
think he's
completely
that.
agree.
I think he's that. The Enzo of the group. How he's the trash talker, chicken shit heel.
He has a lot more charisma than the others. I agree. Although Dion's got good facials. He's got good facials.
Yeah.
Cutler, on the other hand, there's nothing in that soul. There's no passion. There's no emotion. There's nothing. Just fire him. Like, how did you get on NXT TV? I don't get it. Like, what do they see in him? I just don't understand. He is the epitome of default creator wrestler in a video game. Just no soul, no style, nothing.
Brooks Jensen, that's him.
Yeah, just nothing.
Yeah.
Weird. So we'll see where that goes, but obviously at some point Dark State and Leon Slater and Siobhan Evans are going to go at it, although we don't know when that's going to be because I guess Slater's got some X Division stuff to deal with first, so maybe they're going to have another...
The Hardys?
Yeah, another rematch?
I don't know. I think the Hardys might be done in NXT.
Yeah, I mean, it's possible.
I don't know. I mean, there's really nothing else left for him to do there.
Yeah.
Unless it's a rematch, but I mean, a broken rules match, what do you do after that?
Yeah. Hell in a Cell. No, just kidding.
You do an I Quit match like Darby and John Moxley.
You know what? Actually, that kind of surprises me that they've never done a tag team I Quit match.
Yeah, they haven't, have they?
Isn't that crazy?
That is crazy.
You're welcome, AEW. There's your next idea.
Yeah.
Fucking sickos. All right, let's go to what was the max ceiling? What was max ceiling on this?
I had 7, you had 8.
Oof. Did not meet expectations.
Nope.
And it was solely because of the fucking format of the match. 4-on-2.
Now, not solely. I mentioned it earlier with the Ethan Page and Wagner Jr. match.
Oh, yeah.
This had the detriment of being the second gimmick match like that.
That was a bad idea. Yeah. When the card is this small, having 2 of the matches be specifically no DQ matches, you know, it's a little different when you have like let's say they did like a Day of the Dead match and then they had like a triple threat later on. It's like a triple threat is not specifically no DQ. It is.
Or they had a cinematic match.
Yeah, or they could have done cinematic. Yeah.
Hardy compound match. Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah, it's a shame. All right, predictions.
I certainly did not see Dark State winning the titles back.
Ooh. Threw a punch right back.
I'm sorry.
Oh, no.
I'm sorry.
What happened? Oh, a 2. You son of a bitch.
I put 5.
Oh. Okay.
So that's where the 5 came from.
Gotcha. Damn it. Okay. 2's not as helpful. It's helpful, but not as helpful.
When we did the predictions, right? It was a broken rules match, and they had not announced what that really meant. We kind of assumed that it was going to be a cinematic Hardy compound match.
Yeah.
So the bonus question was, would anybody be thrown in the lake of reincarnation?
Which nobody was, because the match didn't even occur.
Right. So, and we didn't talk about this before. Does the question get disqualified? Because it ended up not being a cinematic Hardy compound match, or Do we just keep it? I'm fine either way.
I think we just keep it because it was not specified if this is a cinematic match. It was, well, at some point in the match, this happened. And the answer is no, technically.
Okay, well, since nobody got thrown in a lake of reincarnation in somewhere Valley, Arizona.
Oh, sweet.
You got a point and I didn't, because I said yes.
There was a lake of reincarnation involved, but it was in the hype package before the show or before the match, which was a great hype package, by the way. That was amazing.
And nobody was thrown in it. They walked into it.
Yeah, that's true. That's very true.
Now, unless you count probably Jeff pissing his pants a little bit when he went through the tables by himself. There probably some pee came out.
The lake of reincarnation. There's a visual for you, everybody.
Yeah. So unless you count a little bit of dribble coming out of going into his pants from that.
Dang, son.
Then the answer is no.
All right.
So you got a bonus point for that.
I don't normally get bonus points. I'm happy with that. All right. That leaves the main event, which was Ricky Starks defending his NXT championship against Trick Williams. Oh yeah, dog.
What did you rate that one? You rated that one
6. We both, yeah, I think we both did a 6 on that one.
Now, lucky for you, or maybe not lucky for you, I actually did not write down our max ceilings on this one.
Oh, okay.
For some reason.
I mean, I know which direction I'm going. Like whether or not my expectations were exceeded or not met. I do know that.
All right.
3, 2, 1. Wow, 2 points off again. That's interesting.
We were either the same or 2 points off.
Yeah. Indeed. All right, let's see what Bleacher Report thought. They gave it a C, which is it's like a 6-7-ish. 6.
6-7.
I need to like look at their entire grade scale and like write it out and find out what all the equivalents would be. I'm gonna do that at some point. All right, notable moments and observations. Trick jumped at Saints immediately at the bell. Hollywood repeatedly tried to send the Absolute One through the announce table. Wait, they call Trick Williams Hollywood? Why?
I guess maybe that's a Booker T thing.
Yeah, maybe. That's weird. Finally, he landed a bookend through the table, followed by a trick shot for a dramatic near fall. I think Ricky Saints is now the first one to kick out of a trick shot. I think commentary mentioned that. I don't know.
Could be.
Trick thought he threw Saints out of the ring and hit Saints' signature pose, only to get blasted with a clothesline. Vic Joseph and Booker T fought far too much over whether Trick was hitting a rock bottom or a bookend. Yeah, it was a bookend. I unfortunately have to agree with Booker T. The bookend and the rock bottom are actually quite different. The bookend, you kind of like go down to your knees and slam them, whereas like the rock bottom is like you go down to your chest. You go all the way down. Booker threw his headset off in frustration after Trick lost, which was very strange. But I guess, again, another tick in the heel column, I guess. What was our max ceiling on this one? You don't know.
No, I don't know.
It definitely didn't hit for me.
Yeah, mine probably would have been an 8.
Yeah, mine was probably a 7. I'm guessing. It definitely didn't meet my expectations. It was it felt short, and it just didn't feel important. And I think that's simply because it just seemed like a foregone conclusion that Ricky was not losing this after beating Obafemi.
Right.
So I just couldn't get into it. I'm a little surprised that the women's championship was not the main event with the way that this one ended. Because I was thinking, I was like, man, the women's championship, Tatum won. She's the new champion, and she got a huge reaction. Does that mean something special is going to happen with Ricky and Trick? It must, right? Because
I think, yeah.
why would they end the PLE flat?
I mean, it seems like people underestimated, or the people,
The bookers.
producers, Sean or whatever, kind of underestimated the reaction that Tatum was going to get.
Seems like it, yeah. So yeah, this match was kind of it kind of just existed, which is why I gave it a 5. It was fine. I don't think these two have amazing chemistry. Ricky beating Trick felt the same way as Ricky beating Oba, where I was like, okay, I guess they're just going with him, but he's really small. And
he won with a tornado DDT.
That seems to be his finisher, I guess. Because that's the way he beat Oba.
Drop mine to a 6.
Okay. Yeah, the tornado DDT must be his finisher, and they just haven't named it yet, because that's how he beat Oba, with 3 tornado DDTs, basically. Not in a row, but I don't know.
Or just 3 forms of a DDT.
Yeah, it's very, I don't know. I don't get it. I like Ricky. I think he's very entertaining, and he's great on the mic. But in the ring, he's fine, and he's really small. And it doesn't feel believable that he's beaten Obafemi and Trick Williams. Trick Williams is huge.
It feels like Ricky feels like a better Johnny Gargano.
Yeah, I buy that. Yeah,
with more charisma.
Yeah, I buy that. Yeah,
or maybe just slightly better Johnny Gargano with more charisma.
I don't think he's as good in the ring as Gargano is.
No, though. Right.
It's like Johnny Gargano's body, but someone's good charisma.
Yeah.
But not the in-ring skills. I mean, his in-ring skills are fine, but he's not. I don't know, man. I don't know. I think the choice of opponents for Ricky has been very poor. If you want to build him up, you can't put him in there against people that are unbelievable for him to beat. Because it makes him look, I don't know, it just makes him look odd. Like he should have built his way up more before he got here.
I mean, Ethan was okay because he beat him in a false count anywhere. Or street fight match. Oba? No.
Yeah, Oba made no sense to me. I was shocked.
Like, especially on the first try.
Yeah. And now Trick too.
And now Trick.
It's like, okay.
So what's for Trick?
Yeah, I would not be surprised whatsoever if he's on Raw or SmackDown next week. Maybe not next week, literally, but like.
Right. Yeah.
It's very soon. Very soon.
Yes. I mean,
there's nothing left for him.
Yeah, after losing that way to Ricky, I don't see anywhere near. I don't see any reason for him to stay in NXT.
No, take a few weeks off and then come back, or make your debut at the Royal Rumble. Depending on
other than NXT being the better show currently, with better stories and more cohesive stories.
Yeah, and then Ricky.
I mean, maybe
I have no idea what Ricky's gonna do.
I mean, I think Ricky's.
Like, who does he face? We know a bunch of people who are busy.
Troy.
He's going for the ASP championship. And
Joe Hendry.
Oh, yeah, maybe. Yeah. Joe's a little strange because he's been gone for a while now, and I'm like, what are they going to do with him? Are they going to put him on NXT, or are they going to put him on Raw or SmackDown? Or is the issue that his contract with TNA is not up yet? And so they're in this like 2-month limbo where they're just kind of waiting for Joe's TNA contract to be up so they can officially put him as an NXT guy. Like, I don't know what they're doing. He's been gone too long.
And he's been on NXT enough that, I mean, he could either just slide right in like he wasn't gone, or he could, I guess, maybe go up to NXT or to go up to Raw or SmackDown.
My guess is that TNA knows he's going to WWE, and maybe, like I said, maybe he had a month or two left on his contract, and they're like, we don't want to pay him to sit and do nothing, but we also definitely don't want to pay him to just go to NXT for the rest of the next month or two. So can we just let him sit out and not be on either?
Yeah.
That's what it feels like. It feels like there's just a disagreement about him. It's very strange. But anyway, yeah.
As far as Trick, I mean,
Trick's Raw or SmackDown. He's got to be, right?
I mean, could he be a contender for Dragunov in the U.S. title?
Sure. Do it. Sure. I mean, it's tough with having him go for a title right away, especially because like almost every title in WWE right now is someone new has the title. The longest reigning champion right now is Tiffany Stratton, if I'm not mistaken.
She's closing in on a year. Yeah.
Yeah. Whereas everyone, like Cody's only held it for 3 months.
2 months.
2 months, 3 months. There is no world champ. The U.S. championship is Ilya, who just got it. Dirty Dom's had it, I guess, the second longest out of all the champions.
WrestleMania.
Yeah. So I mean, he needs to lose it soon, I guess. I don't really have.
We'll talk about that in a little bit.
We will. Yeah. I don't know. I'm just trying to think of who Ricky's going to face next for the title. Who's left? It's not going to be Josh Briggs because he's going to be in a program with Miles Bourne or Tavion. Jasper Troy's doing the speed thing. What other guy?
Ethan?
I guess they could go title for title thing or something like that. I guess because neither of them have a lineup right now, so maybe.
Yeah, their roster is just not.
The men's roster, especially, is really shallow.
Yeah.
Also, can I just say that I hate Ethan's theme song? Kill him with the kill him with a smile.
Yeah, it's kind of rough.
It's really irritating.
Superstar NXT. Maybe we see Tony D'Angelo come back.
Yeah, where is he? He's another one that's been just kind of missing in action, eh? That's weird.
Yeah, maybe Tony D'Angelo.
But
is he? I mean, is he Is he Raw or SmackDown ready?
I've said this before about Tony D'Angelo, but I don't think he is because his whole gimmick is a family. He goes up there alone. Like, who's your family? Where are they at? You know what I mean? It's a little weird.
Unless he just plays it off like I don't need a family anymore.
Maybe. I think he would need a little bit of a shift in his character.
And maybe that could be the shift. My family left me.
Yeah.
I'm going back to my roots without my family or something like that.
Oh, it could be. I hate to say this, but it could be Javon Evans because he needs something to do while he waits for Leon Slater.
Yeah, it could be Javon.
I wouldn't do that if I was booking it, just because you don't want to keep Javon losing. It's not good.
He loses all his title shots.
Yeah, can't give him another title shot and lose again. I don't know, man. We'll see where they go. All right, let's move on. Let's go to predictions.
Well, neither one of us thought that Trick was going to be winning the title back, but for some reason I only put 2 points on it. I put 2. You put 5.
Man, this is going to be close. This is going to be real close.
Could it be another 1 point win again?
It could be. Or it could be our first ever tie. I'm scared.
Bonus question. Was there going to be any kind of after-match surprise going off the air?
Definitely wasn't. There was a backstage segment with Tatum celebrating, which was so random.
Now, it was a surprise, though.
That wasn't a surprise. It was a backstage segment.
Oh, so you were expecting it, is what you're saying. Or was it really a surprise?
That's an interesting question. I mean, it was stupid. I can tell you that. Have the main event, and then you have this backstage segment of no particular value. You know what I think happened? Now that I think about it, is I think they realized how flat the show ended, and they're like, quick, do an interview with Tatum. That was the highlight of the show. Put Tatum up in a quick interview. That's what I think happened.
All right. So what's the ruling? Now, I know that kind of isn't the spirit of the question in the way I asked it.
No.
When we did the predictions. However, it was still a surprise.
I say flip a coin. Because both points are even. He's got to find a coin.
All right. Well, rather than just do the coin flip app.
Oh snap!
To where you can't see
the
results. I will get an actual coin and I will show you.
I have no Canadian coins on me. I should keep one
lucky
though.
For you, I have American currency. Which is worth more anyway, isn't it?
It is, unfortunately. By the way, the Patreon tiers are in US dollars, for those wondering.
All right, so I have a standard American quarter.
Okay.
Heads.
Mm-hmm.
Tails. Okay. Mm-hmm. TJ, call it for me.
Tails.
Tails.
Tails, it was not a surprise, basically.
Tails.
Okay. So it was not a surprise.
Not a surprise. Okay. Then
I got a point.
You get it right.
You had that wrong. You had that pre-prepared.
I did, yes.
That's funny. Okay. All right. It's time to calculate what I still don't know. This has to come down to a point or two. Or none. It could be even. I'm scared.
All right. So first the ratings.
Yes. It's going to be in the 6s for me, I'm assuming. Probably mid-6.
So if you were to rate the whole show, what would you rate?
Yeah, 6.5. That's clearly what my brain's in there. So I can't rate it a 6.5 because that's in the middle. So I would say a 6. I can't round up. That's cheating.
All right. You had 6.17. I had 6.67.
Look at that.
Yep.
Well, it's an improvement over some previous shows, that's for sure. I don't think we've ever had a 7 average or higher yet. I think they've all been 5s or 6s.
I think I have.
You've had a 7? Okay.
Yes. It was an NXT.
Of course.
All right. You got your title?
It's on my shoulder. And I don't know if it's going to stay there.
This was a back and forth, wasn't it? The last few
have.
Yeah,
I don't know, man. I lost count. It's gonna be close.
Good show overall. But your winner.
Oh.
And
ooh.
Still champion.
That was close. That was close. It was definitely the point values mattered, and I think some of those bonus points really came in.
Question. Yeah, the Lake of Reincarnation question and the surprise question.
Mm-hmm. Still wouldn't have mattered even if I didn't get those though. Although if you had got them, and yeah, if you had got them and I didn't, that would have changed things dramatically.
It was my Hardys. Picking the Hardys for 5.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
That hurts. That hurts. Dark State came through for me, apparently.
Because that was the only match winner that I got wrong.
Right. And yet somehow I won with. And I got 2 wrong.
You missed 2.
And I somehow still came up with the win. That's awesome.
Because one of them was a 3 and one was a 1.
Indeed.
The one you missed. Yeah. So it's all about just the confidence points.
It's a
I know
big
when
deal.
we first started, I don't remember if we did that on our first.
I think so.
Our first.
I think we did.
SummerSlam last year.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure we did because we were talking about it in sort of like the pre-recording, and you were like, "Are we doing any sort of like system, or is it just yes or no predictions?"
1 point for each.
Yeah, and then we kind of came to sort of a middle ground on how to do the point system, and I think it's worked. I think it's worked great.
And that it would doing it like that would eliminate pretty much any tie.
Yeah, exactly. And even when we do have a tie now, we have champion's advantage, which has not happened in over a year since we started.
And then I think the bonus questions came into account when we started doing when we were doing WWE shows when it was mainly 5-match cards.
Yeah, we really needed them for those. And all right, let me keep my title.
As a way to, but yeah, I like what we're doing. You know what I did this morning? I think either yesterday or this morning. We are nearing 100 shows together.
Wow, really?
I think this is number 92.
Holy snap! How did you figure that out? Because we don't number them like we do press pause episodes.
I just went in and
counted
to the shows tab and counted every one of our shows.
Wow.
Also, you have it, the way you have it set up under playlists.
Yeah, I do that on purpose so that people can specifically look for specific stuff. I edited it actually when we did the Patreon launch. Everything's changed. On
I think this is number 52 of our predictions and result shows.
Wow.
I think this is number 52.
So we have like 30 or 40
run-ins, ranks.
Yeah. Wow. That's crazy.
Yeah, run-ins and ranks.
That's awesome.
So we might have to do something special for number 100. And
we may. I'm going to have to keep an eye on that. Yep. Definitely. And we're over 200 episodes, period, of co-op entertainment, which is awesome as well.
Yep.
I completely missed the 200 episode mark. That's cool. All right. Before we go, we have in the past done Saturday night's main event predictions, but I'm not getting tricked again. Every single one I've watched, I have not liked, and I have regretted watching. So I will not be watching Saturday night's main event this weekend, which takes place in Salt Lake City. But we are going to briefly talk about the matches and just kind of briefly give our thoughts on it. But we're not going to do a full prediction show.
The card does look interesting.
It does look kind of interesting. Although it's only 4 matches though at the moment. So unless they add a 5th one on SmackDown, it's kind of small. But yeah, let's quickly go through these here. So we got the Intercontinental Championship, Triple Threat, Dom versus Penta versus Rusev. Who do you got? Who do you think's gonna win that one? I think it could. That's a toss up. They could do a surprise win. I don't know what they're doing with Rusev. I don't know what they're doing with Penta. They're both floaters.
And it seems like Penta's just floating until they team him up with Ray.
It seems like that, doesn't it? Yeah. And Rusev has already lost to Dom. So twice. So it's like, if he doesn't win this time, he's kind of just a joke, right? You can't beat Dom?
I think this would be... I do think Dom loses.
Oh, okay.
Because it's a triple threat, and he doesn't have to lose the match.
Yeah, maybe Rusev pins Penta.
I think Rusev wins and pins Penta.
Interesting. Yeah, I can see that. What else we got here? Oh, Again, we have the WWE Women's Championship, Tiffany defending against Jade. Jade has turned heel officially. I have no interest in this match whatsoever.
I don't really either. The bell still rings, and it's still the same Jade wrestling.
Yeah.
I don't know. I
do you end Tiffany's reign now, or do you keep it going? Because if Jade doesn't win now, to me, it's kind of like,
I almost kind of feel like Jade has to win.
Yeah, it's like a should I get off the pot moment again. Just like with Darkseid, where it's like she keeps trying, but she keeps losing, and she keeps getting more title shots. So is her heel turn a sign that she's going to win it? Definitely feels like it, unfortunately.
I mean, and yeah, I think Jade will win, but that's two title changes when they've not had any changes on a Saturday Night's Main Event yet.
Yeah, could be 4
They've had new
title changes technically.
Well, I mean, one of them is a guaranteed change because it's it's the next match.
Yeah.
But I think Jade could win it, and then Tiffany could win it in a month or two for a rematch.
Yeah. What's the next pay-per-view? Survivor Series.
Survivor Series.
Interesting.
They've got 4 weeks between PLE. Well,
Saturday Night's Main Event.
Between the Saturday Night's Main Event, which I don't really consider a PLE.
No, that's a lot of time, though.
Yeah, it's a lot of time for them.
Compared to recently, yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't know what they're gonna do at Survivor Series anymore. Everything's so in the air with Seth Rollins' injury. Speaking of Seth Rollins' injury, the World Heavyweight Championship is being decided. It is vacant, so CM Punk and Jey Uso are going at it. I keep going back and forth on this one, but it just seems to me like it makes more sense for Jey to win this, as sad as it is to say, because he's been doing this like dance around heel turn for a while now, and it's like, are they going to pull the trigger or are they not going to pull the trigger? If they're going to pull the trigger, this is the time to do it, right? He cheats to win?
Sure. Big thing with this one, Punk, the way that they've done the whole Punk and Seth thing,
yeah,
Punk can only win it from Seth.
Yeah.
That's the only thing that makes sense.
That's the story. Yeah.
Is for Punk. I mean, that would be like Cody not winning the title from Roman.
Yeah.
So what I want is for neither one of them to win. Whether it's someone coming in and causing a DQ, something like, causing a non-finish, which if this match isn't last, they could do.
Yeah.
Especially if a specific person wins the next match that we're going to talk about. That they could still send the crowd home happy, even with this match not having a winner. Because I mean, Jey having another title reign, ugh.
I mean, I wouldn't mind it if he turns heel, because I'd like to see a heel Jey.
If he turns and has, I mean, whether it's a full heel turn or just more of an edge.
Yeah. My problem is Punk just doesn't seem like an interesting champion right now. I'm just like, okay, Punk wins the title.
Without Seth.
Yeah, without Seth, it's like, he's just a champion. He's just a filler.
Yeah.
Whereas Jay's got something going on right now. He's got this weird attitude problem. So I'm kind of hoping Jay cheats to win. Which I never thought I would say.
Or does LA Knight get involved and cause a non-finish?
I would have bet money that LA Knight was going to win that Battle Royal. I couldn't believe Jay won that. When he won that, I was like, what?
Yes, exactly.
Like it just
Jay
felt.
Winning the belt.
it just felt like if LA Knight was ever going to win the title, this was the perfect opportunity. Seth's out of the picture. Walk in there, grab it. You've won your title finally. But so yeah, maybe LA Knight causes the DQ and then they do a triple threat at Survivor Series.
Or maybe we see a return of Gunther.
Maybe. Yeah, he's been gone a while now. Yeah, I don't know, man.
Or are they waiting for his return so he can face Cena for Cena's last match?
Yeah, that's the rumor. I don't know, man. I don't know. My bet would be
I
Jay,
think
though.
this one probably has the most intrigue
Oh,
because
yeah.
of what could happen.
Which you know what that means. It means it's going to
It's going to
be
be a shit show.
it's CM Punk's just going to win it, and that's all that's going to happen. That's all it's going
Yeah.
to be. All right,
But if Punk wins, or if they have Punk planning to win, that would have to be the final match. You know, they'd have to go off the air with Punk celebrating.
yeah. Well, it depends.
Just the way
Let's look at the WWE Championship match. Cody and Drew again. If Drew loses this, I quit. Drew better win this. How can he not? He's lost so much. Kick Cody's head off. Just kick his head off. Take the title. I will go ape shit on this show if Drew wins that.
Well,
I will also be mad because I didn't watch it.
Well, to quote the great philosopher of all time, I'm afraid I've got some bad news.
You think Cody's
going to win? Cody's
how
boring.
Cody's not
lose the title.
How boring.
Yes.
Especially if that's the main event. Like really, you're just gonna have Cody win again against Drew.
Like why Cody win again? Yep.
Like just dig a hole, throw Drew in it, and bury him. He's done. If he can't win this, if he doesn't win this match, it's over for Drew. It's just so over. Like
even if he loses dirty, it's not. I don't know.
He has to win to save face at this point. Because he just loses. That's all he does. It's all he's done for the last 5 years. Ever since he lost his title during the pandemic, he's just loser Drew. That's what he does. Even though he should be much more valued and important.
I mean, you know, the whole Punk saga of last year was great. Even though he lost at Bad Blood, in a blow-off match,
it was amazing.
He still came off great. Yeah. Looking, you know, he still came out better from that.
Smelling like a rose.
But not with this. Not with this if he loses.
No.
At all.
Not when he's already lost against Cody. All right, and that's it. There might be a fifth match. I don't know what it would be, but all title matches so far. Interesting. So someone's losing their title. I swear to God, if all of them keep their title, I will walk on this show and go, see, don't watch Saturday Night's main event. It is useless.
This is why we didn't predict.
Yeah, that's exactly what I will say. This is why we didn't do a show. Because why bother watching when you know it's just that glorified house show? The only Saturday Night's main event that's ever going to matter is Cena's last match. That's it. It's the only one that's going to matter.
Oh, and we'll definitely have something to talk about with that.
Oh yeah, we're gonna do tons of Cena stuff.
Is that gonna be the only match on that card? Do you think?
No. I think they'll have probably 3. Is my guess. They'll definitely give the most time to Cena because they don't want another Goldberg problem where they run out of time and they cut him off.
And also, I think they're gonna have pre-tape people. You know, whether it's Randy Orton talking for a minute about it. It's hell, even probably Batista, Brock.
Speaking of Batista, I'm surprised they didn't do a Batista bomb in that AJ match.
That's true. Yeah, maybe they're waiting for his Survivor Series match with Dominic. With Dom.
Is that who you think he's gonna face?
Maybe if Dom keeps his IC title.
Yeah.
Maybe he'll defend it at Survivor Series against Cena.
That'd be funny. Yeah, they still haven't announced anything for Cena yet. All right, I think we've done enough chit-chatting. So Saturday Night's main event is this Saturday. Again, I'm not watching it. I have no interest whatsoever. I will inquire with the Discord server afterwards.
I mean, I'll turn it on, I'm sure. I probably won't pay as close attention to it as some of the other shows, but I'll have it on.
Maybe I'll play a video game while I have it on in the background or something. But I definitely am not going to watch it enough to like talk about it in a significant way.
Yep.
All right, ladies and gentlemen, if you want to follow me on the socials, I'm at TJ-Leo on BlueSky.
I'm at Cole2K, the BlueSky and X.
If you want to email us, you can do so at co.op.podcasts@gmail.com. Don't forget to comment, like, share, subscribe, ring the bell for notifications, and join the Co-op Club Discord community server, where you can find myself, Cole2K, Sim31, and so many others talking about wrestling, talking about video games, talking about movies, music, all that good stuff. And if you're so inclined, join the Patreon, patreon.com/co-op entertainment, where we have 2 tiers, $1 and $5 a month, that you can support the show with. Cole.
Yes, sir.
For the first time with the new set, take us out.
Well, that'll wrap it up for 2025 Halloween Havoc predictions. TJ was able to spookily retain his title against the ghoulish Cole2K. He used Witch's Cauldron to brew up some fabulous prediction points, and Poison Cole to lose his title match. See what happens next time on Wrestling Renaissance, where we will, as always, keep the Renaissance alive.